CABRIT Canyoning Shoes. Are they worth it? Let's find out. Back in the day, there was only really one pair of worthy canyoning shoes, and those were the 510s. 510s were legendary, everyone had them. But then 510 got taken over by a company, Adidas, and Adidas started making their own line of canyoning shoes. So nowadays, where I work, about 80% of the people have either Adidas or Bestards. That are the two main market leaders. There are other brands that exist, but these are just marginally approaches. And La Sportiva, I heard mixed feelings about them. With rumors of Adidas stopping production, I started looking for a worthy alternative, which is preferably not as expensive as Bestards, which you can have for $180. And so I fell on CABRIT, which a pair I picked up for 130 euros, so which is about 50 euros less expensive than the Bestards. I'm not gonna lie, since the beginning I've been a huge fan of the Adidas shoes. And while they did improve since the earlier versions, they still have known weak points. So, CABRIT Canyoning Shoes. To be honest, I'm really surprised I haven't heard about these before, because they're actually like, they'll look good, they seem good. They're a bit more like a hiking shoe, mountaineering shoe. So what you have is, you have a standard basic boot, built up in several layers, a vibrant sole, pretty stiff. If you compare them to the Adidas, I mean, like, there's no picture, right? You have protection towards the toes. At the side, you have protection. You've got drainage holes. You got drainage holes here, drainage holes on the inside. If you look at the laces, this is usually really a known issue with canyoning shoes because this can tear up really fast. They're built-in buckles. The laces are sturdy. Of course, they will have to pass the test of time. So it's leather, there's some durable material, I don't know exactly what this is. And then you have a system for the laces. So you build your knot and then you can you can strip them on with this piece of rubber band. We'll see how long this lasts. For the moment it seems fine. You have higher up gaiters, which means that you can close these up, and it means that no rocks or no mud or little pieces of gravel can get inside. And this is also what is regrettable with the La Sportiva shoes, because they have like really low entry here, which means that from the moment there's a little bit of gravel or sand, it all comes into the shoe. So Bestards have this as well. The only thing that's changing is here, so the system for tying these off, and this is where I have some concern. So first off, there's a leather strap. We'll see how long that lasts, and then it's tied into here with a plastic buckle. And so plastic in general, canyoning is a really abrasive environment, so this, I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. I would have preferred seeing something in aluminum or steel, something a bit sturdier. We'll see how long this lasts, but for the moment it seems fine, especially because this is really tight around the leg. So as long as this doesn't get stuck anywhere and gets ripped off, it should be fine. So overall, I think it's a really great looking shoe. So in terms of performance, I have high hopes for the CABRITs. I hope that they will last a long time. What I really like as well is because it's pretty stiff, it's a mountain shoe, when your foot gets stuck into two rocks, then I didn't feel almost anything onto my feet. So they keep the foot really well. While as the Adidas, because there's less stiff material, you can feel it. It still protects the foot, it still protects the ankle, but compress the foot a little bit more. In terms of sizing, I had a bit worries that these were, because I have more wide feet, so the Adidas really fit like a glove. They're really great, and because these are a bit smaller, I was afraid that they were gonna compress too much, but in the end they just fit fine. I took the same size as my Adidas, and they seem to be aligned. The gaiter material I think is a bit light. The only reason is to prevent from rocks getting in. But as this will wear and tear over rocks, I'm not sure how this is gonna hold up regarding to the rest of the shoe. I think we'll see how much has happened. They seem pretty resistant. Professional canyoning guy, so I do a lot of canyons, I do a lot of trainings, trips, practice canyoning all year round. And with the Adidas, I do about 2 years. But I keep continuing using them. For example, these, they're all over the place, they're torn down. But I still tend to use these in really easy canyons where I know if I lose the sole that it's not a problem. But yeah, I've got high hopes for this. The question is, should you buy them? Should you consider them? Or should you ignore them? And I think at this point, because reviews are really sparse, they're a really small company, they don't have any money for advertising, or they don't spend any money for advertising, and they're definitely worth considering it. So I'm testing them out. At the moment I bought them, they were about 130 euros. So they're a really good deal. They're less expensive than the Adidas. I'm really curious to see what happens in time. So definitely consider them. If you are on the lookout for a new pair of shoes, then this might be a great alternative. Anyways, what are your favorite canyoning shoes? Are there shoes that you think are better than others? Why? Please leave it below in the comments, and if you like my content, then please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and I see you next time. Ciao!